G'day everyone, so today I finally got the Hornady blank cartridge die set in the mail today. My plan is to make 223 blanks to use for a tennis ball slash soft drink can launcher attachment. This is it. It's just basically a cup that's threaded for a 223 muzzle. Anyway, here's a test cartridge that I crimped earlier, if that'll focus, not really. Anyway, it just puts a proper crimp on to make blank firing cartridges. These dies are from Hornady. They were not cheap, and as you can see they're quite large. So we have two dies here. The one on the left here is the Star Crimp die. As you can see, it's got this little star crimping piece in it, which is what applies the initial crimp. And the second die here is the finishing die, which is generally needed just to close the gap of the mouth a little bit more, so that it can close and hold all the powder in while not damaging the rest of the case, neck or shoulder or body, because if you crimp it too much it'll just bulge and completely mess up your case and it won't chamber. So they come with the Hornady lock rings. I've thrown on the Lee breech lock quick change bushings because that's the press I have, and we'll just get them inserted and go from there. Rightio, now we have our press. We have the shell holder in the ram, and because this is a breech lock press, I have my quick change bushing already inserted in the press. Now the way these dies work is you take your case. This has been deprimed. I'm only going to use this as a dummy and example. It's been deprimed and neck sized. You then insert it in the shell holder and bring it to the top of the stroke. Then we insert the die on top of it. Unlike regular dies where you would screw the die in first till it touches the shell holder, this, for rifle cartridges anyway, you put the case in first and then insert the die. Then we're going to turn the die down until you feel it touch the case, which is right there. Then we turn down the lock ring and tighten it up. Rightio, we have our die touching the case and we have the lock ring locked down, so it is in position now. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the camera up. On top of the die, we have this adjustment knob here, which is the crimping adjustment knob. So we'll bring it right back and we'll just show you the case. We'll run it up into the die. As you can see, nothing. So what we'll do is we'll run it up. We'll turn it down until we feel it touch. So there we go, it's just touching the case mouth there. We'll turn it down a bit, run it up, and if you can see, maybe it has put a slight star crimp into it. And we want a bit more than that. Rightio, I do apologise for that mower noise. My neighbour is mowing the lawn. I tried to wait till he's done, but it's 6 o'clock at night. It's almost dark and he's still going, so be it. So anyway, as I was saying, what we do is we turn down the adjustment knob on top of the die, gradually bit by bit, until we get the desired amount of crimp we need. So you can see there it's starting to go. Give it another bit of a turn. Getting close. Closer. Rightio. Now, I don't know if that's going to focus properly, but we've got a bit of a crimp there. Anyway, if we go any further, what we're going to do is we're just going to completely mangle up the die body. It's going to push it down and bulge out, and we're not going to be able to chamber the round. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out this star crimping die, and then we're going to put in our finishing die. And it's just basically the same thing, we raise the cartridge up first, put the die in until it touches, and then we play with the adjustment knob. So we'll do that off camera. Rightio, now we have our finishing die put in. What we'll do is we'll raise it to the top. Now the die is already touching the case. So what we'll do is we'll just gradually turn that adjustment knob in until we finish off the crimp. And you know what? I've just about gotten it first time there. Only needs an absolute little bee's dick more. And there we go. That case mouth is fully crimped off. That is not focusing, I do apologise. Hopefully you can sort of see there. That case is now fully closed off. No powder is going to come out of that little gap. Anyway, that's how these dies work. I've loaded up some to test. Hopefully they go alright. I don't know what sort of power they're going to make, if they're going to be enough or whatever, but again, these things, especially with blanks especially, there's not much reloading data available. People in the States have done it, but there's no real solid load data to use, so it's just a trial and error. Start very low, of course.